So it was a beautiful day at the beach, as you can see through the shots. It was great weather, very sunny, and just really cool, like clouds in the sky. I'm entering the little town called Oceanside, which is where I like to go get my mussels. And I'm not talking about those beautiful mussels on my arms. I'm talking about some shellfish that me and Grizzy are about to go on a journey on to collect, put in my bucket. And as you can see, I am right there. So this place is really cool. There's a really cool tunnel that you had to go through to get farther up north. And oh, Grizzy, what you looking at? Oh, that's what you're looking at? Oh, yeah, that's a nice view. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that stick. It's very nice, but what's behind it? Oh, yeah, very nice view. Oh, yeah, nice. Grizzy, where are we going? Over there? Ah, that seems kind of far. But as you can see, that is where we must go. Look at that handsome boy. Man, Grizzy's looking pretty good too. Yeah, I had to be careful walking through here. Didn't want to get hit by any falling Dwayne Johnsons. But, made it to the creepy tunnel. Very cool and eerie. A lot of like cool breeze coming through. There were the obviously holy crap. Obviously this tunnel was made by a peeping Tom. I don't understand why these holes were there. Other than the fact that you could actually like kind of like, stare at people through them. And this is the other side. There were some people in my way. Unfortunately for me, I was a lot bigger than them, so I could just like bull rush through them, and they just kind of like flew off to the side. And yeah, we made it to the other side. Me and Grizzly were just chilling. And there was a really cool effect on the other side. It was pretty windy over there, but you can see the sand just kind of like gliding over the beach and having this cool effect. And there were a bunch of rocks out there, which is pretty nice. There weren't a lot of these buckets, so I made sure to get a good video of it. And thought I might as well get some rocks in the footage. And yeah, there's Grizzy, and yeah, there's Grizzy again. Oh, Grizzy was having a good time, man. Running around on rocks, jumping off of rocks and onto the sand, and doing like half circles. He was a very happy dog. Trying to get some more footage of rocks. There were plenty of them, so I thought I might as well. And if you're a kind of person that enjoys looking at rocks, this is a great place for you. If you're like Grizzly, he enjoys like climbing up on rocks and then looking at rocks. Those were some cool rocks in the water. So yeah, it's a very awesome place for people that enjoy rocks. Right here, I was trying to get a cool shot. It wasn't really working out. It was so windy, it was hard to keep my camera stable. And I just kind of gave up on this. But it was such a beautiful day. It didn't matter. I got enough footage that just like looks really cool. Because of the location. The location is so nice. There's those really cool rocks. There's some actual like caves on the cliffside. So on that beach right next to it on the right, it's just a straight up cliff. And there were a couple of these caves, and honestly, this was more just like an entrance to the cave. I would call it more like a dent on the cliff, honestly. It's not even a real cave, but I finally made it to my destination here. This is my favorite rock. As you can see on the very bottom, it's got this kind of like 5 o'clock shadow, which is what I'm looking for because, wait for the next shot. Oh, okay, actually, I'm trying to get mussels. This is where the mussels are at. And I think, yeah, there you go. Look at that. Oh, bet you never seen that many mussels all in one place. There's a lot of meat there. Definitely got enough for me and Grizzy. And the limit out there, or here in Oregon, I think it's like 70 or 75. I definitely did not go over that number. I got more than I needed, but yeah, it was definitely not like an illegal amount. And what was really cool is that the fog was kind of rolling in, so there was a lot of sort of like scenic things going on, especially scenic things like grizzlies. There were a lot of grizzlies around, and I just decided to, I decided to get a bunch of footage of all the wild grizzlies running around, and it turned out to be a good choice. Look at that dirty boy jumping on me like he owns me. Get off me, Grizzly. Man, why you gotta ruin the moment? Let's get out of here. And I decided to reward Grizzly for that bad behavior by playing with him. And if you're ever playing with Grizzly, a really great way to excite him is to do like a little unathletic jump, like I did at the very start there. He gets really excited when you do that. So, little tip for you if you're ever trying to play with my dog. And yeah, here's another cave. Pretty cool cave. It'd be really cool to do like a survival, like overnight camping kind of video, just like hang out in there, do a little fire. I really like this part of the cliff because it just reminds me of Jurassic Park. Like, it reminds me of the location that they shot at. I think it was somewhere in Hawaii, and I was half expecting like a Tyrannosaurus Rex to come out up there. Man, good for you, old man. He still got it. Nice. Uh, so we're walking back through the creepy cave, and I kind of felt like they didn't even finish the tunnel. Like, how irresponsible, man. Like, they only finished like half of the tunnel, dude. Like, seriously? Why don't you just finish the whole tunnel, man? But it was a nice little tunnel to walk through. And this is the other side. As I'm walking back to my car, this is actually at a different location. It is the location where I started cooking my food, and just had a great view there, man. What was really cool, as you can see back there was just like a border that the clouds never passed. This area, this bay, is called Netarts Bay, and yeah, it just, as you can see, like a tree line farther down there, the clouds never like came past that. It just kind of stayed in its area, and I just had this sort of pocket of sunshine. It was a really cool thing. So yeah, that's my setup right there. I really need you guys, whoever's watching this, to focus on the talent that you're about to see. The talent is basically the ability to cut things with like the bluntest knife in the world. I mean, look at that. Cut right through it, and it's not even sharp, man. Wow. I definitely deserve some praise for that. Look at that. Perfect halves. Boom. And yeah, another that's where the boats and kayaks and stuff come in and out of. There's a little like docking area. And that green building in the back is the restrooms. They are locked though because of this whole COVID thing. It's so annoying. They do have porta potties, but I would have preferred if they had those open. But I guess I understand what they're trying to do. But yeah, filling up my pots with some delicious water from my big blue 5-gallon bottle. And turning on my stove, as you can see. Oh man, it was so windy. The reason why I'm doing this voiceover is because it was so windy and there's just so much noise that I couldn't like record good quality audio. So I decided I was just gonna like record a bunch of footage and just do like a voiceover. And so far, I guess it's going all right. I am trying a different style. I'm just trying to be silly today, just because I don't know. I have a lot more fun editing these videos if I'm like implementing some of my silliness in there. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't come across as like too awkward or cringy. It probably will, but hey, that's the risk you take sometimes, huh? Don't worry, I'll get better at this. I'll get better. Ooh, I had a hiccup there. And yeah, as you can, like I was talking about, it's just like this is probably an hour after the last shot of that you saw, and that, you know, the clouds just still are in that same area. They're not like getting any closer, they're not getting any farther either. They're just like hanging out in their area. It's so weird, but it was a really cool. It's a really cool place. I definitely recommend people to go there. It's called Netarts Bay. It's about 10 minutes southwest of Tillamook, Oregon. And Oceanside is about the same time. It's just a little bit up north from this place. And as you can see here, I am now cooking my spaghetti, getting it ready in my pot. And that spaghetti was just not going down, man. Had to fight it. Grizzy's waiting patiently for some of that sketty. But I did not give him any because I'm not too sure if that's a good thing to do. I'm sure they can eat like a little piece of pasta, but didn't want to take a risk. I did give him a piece of muscle later. And this is honestly like the hardest part of this whole process, because the shells were so hot, man. Like it's painfully hot. Trying to get them out of there is it's not my favorite part, that's for sure. But my goal for today was to make my pasta and also my own sauce using broth from the mussels to give it that like seafood taste. And I'll be totally honest, it did not work out the way that I wanted it to. Came out a little bit too watery and not sauce-like. So I ended up waiting until the next day to figure out what I could do, because stores were already gonna be closed by the time I was done doing my thing. You know what? That's a lie. I definitely could have gone to a store to pick up an extra propane tank, because yeah, my propane tank that I was using for this first I guess like ran out of propane, and I just kind of gave up on trying to reduce my sauce. So it didn't work out too well that day. Decided to just do it the next day. See that? Grizzly enjoying some mussel there. I did check to see if dogs can eat mussels, and everything is all right. Definitely edible for dogs. And yeah, he's still alive. So he's it's definitely not bad for him. But here I am trying to fix my sauce by adding more ingredients to it, and it just didn't work out. Use the tomato paste, put in the lime, that extra bit of parsley flakes, and even some butter. But yeah, it just wasn't doing the trick. So after I ran out of propane, I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna give it a try tomorrow, and that's what I did. So this is pretty much the end of this day, and the next day was kind of cool. I have been coming to this location not super often, but I've come here a couple times to try to catch crab, and have not been successful for the past like 4 times. But don't want to spoil too much. In the next video, something different happens. You might know what that something is by the way I'm talking, but you never know. I could be trying to trick you. I don't know. But yeah, this is pretty much the end. And next day went a little bit better. Was a little bit more fun. Went kayaking, went snorkeling, and got some cool footage. So yeah, just gonna end it here and get ready for the next video to come in.